This is an NBC News special report.
Ever since we've been able to transplant human organs, the shortage of healthy ones has plagued our hospitals, but scientists think they have came up with a solution to this problem. Here's Buttle with that story. Thanks, Liz. Every day in the U.S., 22 people die waiting for an organ to be donated. It's seemingly an unstoppable force that no one has been able to produce a rational solution for, but the modern world of science never fails to prevail. Scientists are solving this problem with pigs. Yes, that glorious animal that gives us bacon and ham. Scientists around the world have been working on growing human organs in these pigs, but it was not an easy process. It all started with the mouse. In an experiment where the DNA was changed, we were able to prove that the mixing of cells and organisms has a high chance of becoming a regularity in our future. It worked small, so our scientists decided to keep going on to bigger and better things. The process of donating an organ is very complicated. Once an organ is placed into a human, sometimes the human immune system rejects it. Human organs can get rejected too, not just pigs. So how are we supposed to make a pig one look like a human? Through studies, scientists have figured out what substance on the pig organs trigger the human immune system to fight back.
Hey guys, so we're going to do a short whiteboard animation here explaining the process. So you have a pig cell. It has this sugar molecule on the outside of the cell, or protein, that basically to the human immune system says, fight me. When a pig cell that has this is implanted in a human, it can kill them. We've tried immunosuppressive drugs, but these drugs are usually too strong and cause cancer or other life-threatening diseases. Now we've created pig cells that do not have this sugar molecule, so they won't hurt the humans. And now we have a gene editing technology called CRISPR. CRISPR is a new technology that we've created that can go into DNA and take out very specific parts. This helps us because pig DNA has harmful viruses to humans. So what CRISPR does is goes in and takes those sections out, creating new DNA that's not harmful to humans. Thus creating a pig cell that used to have sugar molecules on the outside that are harmful to humans to a pig cell that doesn't. We can use CRISPR to take the human cell DNA, the DNA inside the human cell, and transfer it over to the pig cell. We find the part in the human DNA that is responsible for a specific organ and cut it out and substitute it into the section of DNA in the pig cell that's responsible for taking care of that organ too. Because of CRISPR, we can now genetically edit pig DNA to have part human DNA. So we implanted these DNA into embryos, and they were successfully birthed and now are growing piglets. Hopefully, once these piglets are full size, they will have the human organ in them ready to transplant. Then an awaiting human being who needs this organ will undergo surgery and receive this organ. But through this process, the pig will die.
This type of mutation is called substitution. It is a human-caused mutation because we enter the pig's DNA, find the section of the nucleotides that has the instructions for the growing of that specified organ, and replace those nucleotides with the human DNA. This mutation is non-serious to the pig because the pig organs are similar to the human ones, so it won't affect it when it's growing up. One downside is that no matter what, the pigs are going to die. Still, the big question is if the human counterparts will accept their organs without any fuss. On a different note, these mutated pigs will not be able to pass down their genes of growing different human organs. because the mutation does not occur in sex cells. I am now at World Class Gymnastics Academy with some high schoolers to get their opinion on genetically changing a pig's DNA to grow human organs. Scientists have been taking human DNA, implanting it into pig embryos, so the pigs, when they grow up, will have the human organs in them, like a pancreas or a liver, and hopefully one day heart and lungs. So when someone is dying from a heart or needs a pancreas because they have diabetes, they can get one. But it'd be coming from a pig. What are your thoughts on that?
I feel like it's a good idea because you're helping a human like live, and if they need an organ to live and there's no other way to make them, and like then it's a good idea.
But these pigs are getting raised just to be killed.
Well, that's wrong. But the idea behind it makes sense, but I guess it's not like right good for the pigs, and I feel bad for like the animals and for both sides. Because is that not allowed?
Go for it. It's your opinion.
I stand for both sides because I think that it's necessary to make organs for humans, because I feel as if it's a check on the population of pigs. Well, could they do it? Could they do it without like raising it just so they could die, like for pigs that are already living, or does it have to be from when it starts, from the embryo?
It's gonna have to be from when it's the embryo, so it can be the human organ that is grown, not a pig organ that looks like a human. It's an actual human organ.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
So yes, the pig would have to die.
Well, in that case, then we're gonna have to find a different way.
Thank you so much. What are your opinions on growing human organs in pigs?
I think it's a very good idea.
Why?
Because there are important people say, like, if Albert Einstein was still alive, we could put organs in him and maybe make him live longer so more ideas can be transferred.
Now, right now, there's actually hasn't been any successful transplants, and it's just smaller organs. Some people think that killing these pigs to only use a few organs to save one human life is unethical. What are your thoughts on this?
If they're purposely being grown for this, then I feel like it's fine.
All right. Hi, Coach Eric. What is your opinion on growing human organs in pigs?
I think it's preferable to growing them in humans.
People claim that if the pigs have human organs in them, they are part human and should have rights. What do you think about this?
No.
Okay. If you ate a pig that you knew had a human organ in it at one point, would you still eat it? Or would you feel like you were being rude or disgraceful to the pig?
To the pig?
Yeah.
I definitely wouldn't feel like I was being disgraceful to a pig.
Okay.
They're pigs. But if I had to pick between, like, you know, a pure pig and a pig person, I'd probably go with the pure pig.
What if the pigs were to advocate for their own rights? Should we continue the experiment or let them evolve? Or just...
Oh, like if pigs became sentient, you mean? And, like,
Yeah.
could actually... Yeah, I could make a case for let's stop killing something that actually knows about its own existence. And I think if you have to draw the threshold between animals and, like, non-animals, you know, maybe sentient is where we draw it. I'm not a vegan, you know, I'm way okay with the idea of, you know, using animals as humanely as possible, but to, you know, help us out.
What are your opinions on growing human organs in pigs?
I don't really think it's ethical because we just use the pigs to grow the organs and then we like kill them, and I don't know, I don't like the killing of pigs or any animals like that.
We're already killing 500,000 pigs every year for food. Thoughts?
I mean, I guess if we like somehow like grow the organs of the pigs and then use them for food, I like that's a different story. Like if there's a double purpose to it, but if we're just growing the organs and then killing them for no reason besides that, I don't agree with it.
But these pigs are being grown to save precious human lives. So,
But then they're getting killed themselves and losing their own lives.
but they're pigs. Hi, Lily. What is your opinion on growing human organs in pigs?
I think that it's a really good idea because you can help humans, and even though it might be unethical, people might argue, but I think in the long run it'll help people more than hurting pigs, because like if you're okay with eating pork, then I don't think that it's really a difference, and I think people are being a little hypocritical about it.
What background knowledge helped formulate that opinion?
Well, my friend actually has a pig heart, and if she didn't have that heart, she wouldn't be alive right now. Like, she would have had to get so many different surgeries to keep replacing a mechanical heart. But since she got the pig heart, she can just keep it forever and it grows with her. So I'm really grateful that she got to have that pig heart. And I think if we can grow human hearts in pigs, they might work better, so it will save even more people, and your friend might be one of those people. So
Hi, Haley. I want to know, what are your opinions on growing human organs in pigs?
Well, I see no problem with it, and because think of how many pigs are killed to make bacon, pork, all those foods every single day, and I think at least if you're growing human organs in pigs, then like you're even if you have to kill the pig, like you're still saving human lives. I can't see how someone could be against that, but still like eat bacon or eat pretty
Now,
much
what about-
any like animal.
So these pigs would have the human organs, so they'd be part human. So should we accept them as part
Oh, I didn't get what you were asking before. No.
human? No.
It's not their original organs. It's someone. The organs still belong to someone else. So
Okay.
it's not. They shouldn't have human rights because it's not their human organs. Like,
Okay, thank you so much. My personal opinion on this debated topic is similar to the majority that you just heard. I do not think that growing human organs in pigs is an unethical thing because we already kill 500 million every year for food. And if these pigs were just being grown with an organ for a specific person, we could easily use the rest of the pig for food. This revolutionary concept could save so many human lives and improve the lives of others. For example, if a child has diabetes, they could put her DNA into a pig embryo and have a pancreas grown for that child. Then in a year or so, the child could receive that pancreas through a surgical process and not have to live with the restraints of having diabetes. So, where do you think this crazy invention will take us? Do you think we should continue pursuing this concept or stop it before it gets too far? Back to you, Buttle, for the weather.